What's up? How's it going, Stealth fans? Well, hopefully Stealth fans, but yeah, so just as promised, thought I'd just do a video with the Stealth Brotherz FN2s. Finally, it's been so long that we've been trying to get to a point where we've both got Type R's. It's just been a mad journey. Obviously, any of you will know that this whole channel started with my brother. He was the original Honda nut, got me into him. He had like EP2s. I then had an FN2. Over time, I've just gone to and from different cars, but now we're at a point where we've both got them. Intend on keeping them for a little bit, and I'll just walk you through what has been done to them so far, and side by side, how different they look. Apart from that, hopefully the consistency of the videos can keep coming. Obviously, with it being locked down, it's a lot easier for me to get the camera out and do a few videos, but hopefully when we all go back to normal, I can still resume, eh? And yeah, thanks for the 4,000 subscribes. I really do appreciate every like, every comment, every subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, so like I say, you probably have already seen this car and this one if you've watched my videos over the time being. This is the most recent stealth car that I've kind of bought, and the great thing about it is I've bought it out of just spare money, not out of like money that I would miss if, you know, I was to take it on a track and kind of bin it. This is purely just being bought to get up to a level where if I wanted to do a track day, I could go and do it, have a bit of fun and not be too fussed. If obviously I'd be devastated, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Obviously, as time's gone on and the miles have gone up on these cars, you know, you can pick these up now for £2,500–3,000, and you know, it will still run, ride, and it'll be okay. Whereas the first one I bought, just to give you an example, the same year, but obviously 4 or 5 years ago, bought the first one, less miles, I paid over 7 for that car. And you're going to be a little bit more, even though I did take that round Alton a few times, it isn't great when it's your main vehicle to be track beating cars. So this is the plan with this. So far, all I've kind of done is visual stuff. I mean, it has had a resonator delete. You can see it's got the sun strip, the anti-glare lights, blacked out fogs, and it has also got black wheels. Now, what I do plan with this car is the final kind of visual mod is I just want to get a spoiler on it, and then from there we'll be getting coilovers, get a full proper exhaust so it sounds good. I don't really think I'm going to go down the big brake kit route just yet, because it's then a matter of more, you know, I suppose more money that I kind of would rather put towards my initial track days, just to kind of get used to it as it is, and then as I kind of get better on track, get the better mods, and I'll notice the difference more so. But so far, I love this car. I've done about 5,000 miles in it, really happy with it. It is the highest mileage one I've had. It's got over 140,000 miles on it, but as you know, these things, they just go and go and go. I put on one of my posts that some of them I've seen on there, I've got 250,000 miles on, and VTEC is pulling strong on the Instagram. So kind of like just to walk you through this car. So this is my brother's car. This was the vehicle that I had kind of before that one and after my first kind of FN. So I call this like an OEM plus, which is basically looks standard to the eye, but there's a few things on it that have just brought out the factory kind of look, but have just made it look a little bit beefier. So when you look at it and then you look at this one here, you'll notice like you can't quite pin it on, obviously, apart from like the colours and stuff. Why does this just look a little bit more beefier and meatier to the eye? Now, first things first, when I bought this car originally, I lowered it on the e-back 30 mils. What else did I do? Yeah, 30 mil, 50 mil, can't remember. I had a Tagawa straight through exhaust on the back, cat back exhaust. We did PBS pads, Paget blank discs, Motul 600, brake fluid, K&N induction, filter, and then the rest was just things that everybody does: wind deflectors, And what else did we do to it? Yeah, we did window deflectors, did a few things on the inside, like the interior lights, we did them red. They're really, really nice looking car. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner than this one. I would say, the funny thing is, I paid exactly the same price for these, but I think this one probably got a better deal on it. This, you look at it and you think, yeah, that's a real clean, nice vehicle. This is it's been you know, you can tell it's been around the block a little bit. It's a little bit rougher, but nothing a bit of polish can't fix. Okay, so with this car as well, it has had as well the splitter mod. Somebody was asking about that. Now, you can get these strips on eBay. I think they're about £5–10 a side, and then you can kind of put them on to the car, and it just gives it a nice little lower rider look. Nice and sleek, nice and clean. It's quite a cheap option as well. It doesn't cost you loads and loads to do. Now on this one, it's not got the smoke lights. I really do like how he's kept the smoke lights, OEM wheels, non-smoke lights, OEM wheel colour, because it really does match the accents on the handles as well. Now you will notice that he has gone for a seeker, which not many people do, and I would never have really gone for one, but I love what he's done with it. He's got the blend, he's got it blended in, and I actually do prefer this to the Mugen spoilers now. I really do. Would I have it? I can't copy him, unfortunately, but actually Mugen, don't go, it does look mint, but I think these are much more rare, a more rarer option, and I absolutely love that clean look, but then deliberately got this separate on here so people know what it is, and I just think it just looks absolutely rude. Such a nice angle. I'll just show you this, how it just finishes the car. Look at that point, the point on it, whereas versus this, oh, it just depresses me. Okay, so this car as well, again, I did say I'd get the keys. Beep beep. I'll show you one of the showpieces. Oh baby, look at this. So Dave CTR, or Dave S2000, actually supplied me with this so that I could get it for my brother, so that he could put it in his car. And look at it, it just looks proper nice. I'll have to ask him how he did it, or where he got the kit from, where he sent it off to get it done. I think what they do is you send off your wheel, or they send you this, and then you send your wheel back, and then they give you like 50 quid back, which I just think, that to me just looks mint. Just gives it that proper race car feel. Now kind of like under the bonnet, they're all the same, pretty standard, but like I say, with the Gower single exits, it comes out of, yeah, that side, and you'll always be able to tell it's a single exit because one side gets dead dirty, the other side doesn't. So these are the two Stealth Brothers whips, finally at a point where we can say we've both got them. Hopefully, you know, we start getting to some of the meets again. Be good to both roll up and just kind of bring the cars. And a lot of people, you know, the FN2 does get a lot of hate, but as time goes on, they're definitely a lot less rusty, sorry, apart from the you know, the roofs can kind of get a bit of rust on the top of them. It's a common thing, but most of them had them kind of fixed. But you know what you want to have a look out for, you know, these bits can kind of start to get a bit of rust on them, you know, but it is what it is. They're cheap cars. People that complain about stuff like that, what to expect. But look at them, I just think they just look really good. They're aging really well. I think the older they get, the newer they look. You know, look at them, they keep up with the looks of a lot of the newer hot hatches now. They just don't look as good as these do. And I really do think over time people will start to appreciate them, and as more and more people mod them, I think they'll get more modified ones selling, which means there'll be more modified ones on the road, which means there'll be more that are actually, what I would say, respected, and people will buy them when people have already put their touches on them and they will just be like, yeah, this is what an FN2 feels like. Just dead nice, modifiable, if that's a word. Right guys, so thank you for watching to the end. If you made it this far, listen to me just talk about why I like these cars so much. They're just a fun car to drive, fun car to own. You know, it's tough because Honda, where have they gone now? You know, you only really see Type Rs, so you don't really see many, you know, the newer Hondas now. You don't see a lot that aren't a Type R on the road. You know, Honda, it's a brand that is becoming more and more, I don't know, it's becoming a lot more exclusive, I would say. You know, certain people buy them. You know, if you don't know about Honda, you don't buy them. But, you know, anyone will buy a BMW necessarily, and look down. They might look down on the Hondas and stuff like that. But if you know what you've got, you know, it's a good community to be in. Right, so that's enough of me rambling. Keep it stealthy. I'll see you on the next one.